All right, well, I don't really know what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? This video will be coming out on a Friday, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this every week because I have been buying a lot of video games, a lot of retro video games, and the initial idea was to make content based around that. And it hasn't been working out. Mainly because on the channel that I was putting it on, it felt wrong, if that makes sense. So this channel over here was created with the idea of doing more video essay style stuff, as well as some game collecting, retro gameplays. And it makes sense to do like a weekly haul video of the video games that I'm picking up, because I am picking up a fair chunk of video games per week. So that'll be happening over here, as well as you can see it on Instagram and TikTok. What's that thing called? What's that app called? TikTok Notes. That's the other one. Instagram and TikTok Notes is I can't even fit my phone back in my pocket. Are the two that you'll see photos of these, as well as on TikTok Notes. I've been doing like little write-ups about the games I've been playing. So I don't know. Go and check it out if you want to. Anthony YTG over on both of those. Anyway, like I said, game haul. We've got a nice little haul here. Most of them I picked up a bunch from Cashies, my local Cashies, and I picked up 2 from the Sunday market last week. So technically, I mean, if I go Friday to Friday, that's kind of this week's haul. So let's take a look at what we've got. First off, we'll do the Cashies thing. I'll try and remember the prices that were on them as well, because I have taken the stickers off. But first up is Fable 1 and Fable 2. Really good games. I haven't actually played number 1. I have watched it. I haven't played number 1. But I've played 2 and 3. I love the Fable series. Like I said, I haven't played number 1. Does that count? Am I allowed to love a Fable series? Like, am I allowed to love a series if I haven't played number 1? Great games. $6 a piece. $6 each. Really good price. Next up, we've got the first Mass Effect. Also a game that I haven't played. I haven't played many games from this era. I tended to have like 10 games that I just played on repeat. I think Halo 3, Perfect Dark Zero, there was a bunch of others. But that's why I'm going back and playing all these. Mass Effect, also very good game. $6 as well, I believe. Next up, we've got Naruto The Broken Bond. Now, this one, I've never played it. I've never played any of the Naruto games, but I am collecting. So I think it was like $5. So it's put it in the collection, right? Next up, we got Dead or Alive 4. This is a game that I did play as a teenager, and it was terribly amazing. The Dead or Alive franchise is fantastic. Really cool fighting game if you're into fighting games. There are some weird bits and pieces in it. There's, for some, these characters, for some reason, they've got like, they're either shredded or they've got jiggle physics. And when they're, anyway. And the last one that I picked up from Cashies, that was $6 as well. I should mention that. It's $6. All these games were $6, I believe. The last one is a JRPG that I played as a teenager, Lost Odyssey. It's 4 discs. It's massive. It's very Final Fantasy style. A little bit more steampunk. Really good game. Really good story. Yeah, I loved it. I bought this initially when I was a teenager. I don't have it anymore because I lost the discs. It's a 4-disc one. As a teenager, I was doing my work experience, and I got paid my work experience money. And I went to the local JB Hi-Fi to buy Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I'd wanted this game for forever. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And I got there and it was too expensive. I didn't have enough money. So I think it was like, Oblivion was like $60 and Lost Odyssey was on special for $30. I had enough money for it. and it looked interesting. So I bought that instead of Oblivion. Wasn't as good as Oblivion. Still good. It was still alright, but it wasn't as good as Oblivion. And I never ended up getting to finish it. I can't remember what happened to my disc. Probably siblings or something. I lost a lot of games early on. But yeah, anyway, good game. I'm really looking forward to playing that again. Next up, we've got, these are from the market. So these have still got their prices on them, actually. So The Darkness 2, a series that I've never played and never heard of either. It's been 2 years since Jackie Estacado used the power of the darkness, and now it wants back out. A sudden attack by a mysterious and powerful new enemy opens the door for the darkness to reemerge and sets Jackie on a journey to hell and worse. Ooh. The Darkness. All right. Oh, yeah, I don't know what sort of game this is. It looks maybe it's a FPS. Don't know. Slash, grab, and throw with demon arms. Don't know what it is. Let me know. Have you played this one? Is it good? I'm going to have to find The Darkness #1. And then finally, so that was $10, as you can see. I should probably have mentioned that. Finally, we've got Atlantis on the PS1, but it's X-Rental Video Easy Newcomb, which is Geelong, I think. Yeah. Video Easy Newcomb. Disc is in pretty good condition. And just to let you know, there will be a $10 fee if the book is lost from Video Easy. Are there any DVD stores left? There used to be such a cool thing. You'd go in on, say, like a Friday after school with your parents. There was 3 of us. So I've got 2 younger siblings. We'd all go in on a Friday after school and we'd pick up like a new release or a weekly rental or something. And we were allowed to get one game between me and my brother. And most of the time we'd end up picking the same game. It'd be something like, I remember early on when we had the PlayStation 1, we were picking up Resident Evil. And a Namco Museum game that I can't remember what the name of the game was. And there was one specific game that I remember on the disc that was like, I can't even remember it actually. It was a long time ago. It was like 30 years ago. No, it's not. It wasn't 30 years ago. It was like 20 years ago. But anyway, they're the games that we picked up this week. So all that we spent maybe, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... $42, 50, $57. So $60, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. So on average, less than $10 a game, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now I've got to put them all in their spot, mark them off on the list. I've got a little bit of a list going on Google Sheets, so that I don't buy multiples of the same game. So it's not. You might not be able to see it properly, but it's like a little list, and then I just highlight the one that's. And then I can see what I've bought. You know, it has come in handy because I've gone into Cashies before and gone to buy something and gone, wait a second, let me just look at my list. Although they do get a little bit weirded out by that. All right, well, let's get these lined up in their correct spots. Mark them off on the Google Sheets, and then. The one bad thing about having a collection in alphabetical order is that we have to take some out to make space for the other stuff. So Dead Island has to come out. This is going to go after Dark Souls 2. And then we've got to pretty much do that for all of them to fit the one in that we need. So Far Cry 2 comes out. Halo Wars comes out and down. Far Cry 2 goes in. And then it also annoys me that that it's hard to pop them in. Is that one missing one? Can that come back? Oh yeah, that's right. Because my daughter is currently playing the Lego Movie. How do you at home store your video games? Like if you're doing something like this, so in between Lord of the Rings, War in the North, and Lost Planet, I'm gonna have to get rid of 2 for this one. How do you store your games at home? And if you do it in alphabetical order, how do you put new stuff in when you buy new stuff, because this sucks. So Dead or Alive 4 is directly after Riptide. Oh no, that's not too bad. So it's going to go in that one there. Dead Space. What a messed up game. Good series. I'm still yet to play number 1 because I haven't come across it yet. Fallout 3. But I will get it at some point. And I'm sure I will enjoy it. You might be noticing as well that there are multiples in here of some games. So, for instance, Metro 2033. And you are correct. Metro 2033, I have no idea why I've got multiples in there. Halo 3 is because it's got the two separate versions. The Xbox Classics, where's the camera? Xbox Classics and Standard Xbox. Okay. Naruto The Broken Bond, which is after, funnily enough, is after Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Just this, that's lucky. Don't have to move any. Oh, it's got a yucky case. While we're hanging out, putting our games away, the question of the week. I'm going to do a question of the week. Question of the week is, what's your favorite game on the Xbox 360? Or what was the game that you played as a kid or a teenager or when you were younger that just stands out from that era? Mass Effect, the Classics Edition as well. It wouldn't be a bad idea to try and pick up the... Wait, do I not have Mass Effect 2? I did actually just buy these on Steam as well. They had a massive sale. Mass Effect 2 will come before Mass Effect 3, I'm assuming. Whoops. Yeah, they did just have a massive sale, so I bought all the Mass Effects. U-Star. That's... I don't even want that in my collection, but, I mean, it is what it is. Fable 2 and Fable 3. Let's get it. I do already have 2, but once again, it is that collector's edition version. Where are we? It is that collector's edition version. So having the standard... Wait, where is it? Having the standard is also kind of not a necessity, but I just want to, I want to do it, all right? I want to do it. So Fable 3 goes there. Oh, is that going to fit? No, wait. Oh, that sucks. Fallout's going to go in first, and then Fable 3 has to go across. No! So that's going to fit in there like that. I have to take... Oh, and then two of the Halos have to go down as well. 2 Fallouts. We've got 2 Fallouts there too. So we've got Game of the Year edition and normal Fallout. I'm not too stressed about it. It's not like when I'm looking for games, I go out and go, oh, I've got to get all the variations. But in some cases, especially when you're buying bulk off of Facebook Marketplace, you kind of just can't help it. Because realistically, that is one of the better ways to build that game collection up, is spending that extra money on... Not extra money. Spending the money on the bigger bulk purchases. Because I know there's one of these, I paid $50 for about 20 games. And then I was also able to get this disc wallet. Whoops, they're upside down. This disc wallet filled with so many more games as well with it. She was like, oh, we just found this in a box, so we thought we'd just throw it in for you as well. I was like, holy moly, okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So, not bad. Finally, we've got Atlantis going in over here. Now, eventually, obviously, I want to get a proper case for this, because it's not in a PlayStation case at the moment. And the PlayStation case is nice. All right, how are we going to do this? Where does it sit? Oh, I really hate this case. Okay, we're going to have to do that. We have to do that. What's the word? Sooner rather than later. Is that going to fit in? That'll do. All right, so there we go. Gaming haul for today. That's this week's. I think a couple of them from last week as well, actually. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't plan on that when I wanted to make this video. So one other thing I should probably mention is that my dog has been a little bit sick recently. And one of the things he did, he's been hanging out in my games room with me, and he peed on my games. Peed on my games. So I've had to take all the booklets out, and I've washed the cases, but I don't think they're clean enough. I don't know. I've set them out in the sun and everything. I think I'm just going to have to buy new cases and then buy new booklets or print off new sleeves or something like that and slowly replace them. There wasn't anything that was too expensive in that area. It's like the bottom middle shelf was like 19 games. I think I just throw out the cases. So I don't want to, every time I grab it, I don't want to think about the dog pee on it. Yeah, I might have to buy some new cases. If you know any spots that sell Xbox cases or Xbox 360 cases, please do let me know so I can buy some new cases, and then I got to figure out how to print out the labels for them. But anyway, that's the haul for this week. How many games in total was that? 8. 8 games in total this week. A bunch of DVDs as well, and a bunch of VHSs. Let me know if you want to see those as well. Let me know if you want to see the VHS hauls. So I've been getting some pretty cool ones, and the DVD hauls too. I might be able to throw them in on a separate day. Just for a little taste of what we're getting on VHS, mostly just childhood classics, at least my childhood classics. Stuff like Rugrats and things surrounding that. I did pick up a Mighty Ducks 2 VHS yesterday. And then we've got, like a decent chunk of a set of indie and young indie. So we're picking up some cool VHSs. They're not just random ones. They're not like overly terrible or anything like that. I do have a video player, and yes, I do watch these as well. I'm not just buying them for the sake of buying them. I am watching them too. There's something, I don't know what it is, but there's just something about VHS. It's the same as records. I don't know, I like it. I like setting it up. I still need to get a CRT TV though. That's a big thing, because it doesn't look amazing on a wide, not a widescreen, but like a flat screen. It doesn't look good at all. But like I said, let me know if you want to see VHS hauls and DVD, Blu-ray hauls and all that sort of stuff. This will be an ongoing series each week, pending me buying stuff over Christmas. It might not work. Was this a good idea to start now? Yeah, it'll be fine. Whatever. Yeah, so pending me buying stuff. If I don't end up picking up anything, then maybe we'll just have a chat about some collection stuff. But for the moment, this should be out every Friday. Actually, wait, what's next Friday? Is next Friday Christmas? No, it's not good. Every Friday. And yeah, come along on my collection journey. We're mostly collecting Xbox 360 at the moment. I do have a lot of the other games as well, but my main focus is on the 360 collection for the moment. So if you like 360 stuff, follow along, subscribe, join in. Tell me all about the fun stuff about your Xbox 360 collection. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. And until then, enjoy your games.